Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Chemistry Classes. I am Rashmi. So now in this video we discuss the question from 23. Okay, above these questions up to question 22 we have already discussed. Okay, so let's start from the question number 23. Now see the question number 23. Which of the following compound on heating gives N2O? Okay, that is nitrous oxide. It here given some options like lead nitrate, ammonium nitrate, ammonium nitrite, and sodium nitrate. So our correct option is the option number B. This is the ammonium nitrate. Okay, when ammonium nitrate is heating, it get converted into nitrous oxide and water molecule. Okay, next question is, which of the following property is true for given sequence? Okay, this is the sequence and there is some properties. Which is the correct property? That is, it is the reducing property, or it is thermo property, or it is bond angle, or it is acidic character. Okay, as you know that when we go from in the periodic table, when we going from top to bottom, okay, when we going from top to bottom, their reducing property will be, okay, reducing property from nitrogen to bismuth. Okay, reducing property will be it is the decreasing order of it is a decreasing sequence. Okay, so this will be the correct for only thermal stability. As we move from nitrogen to bismuth hydride, thermal stability will decrease like this. Okay, it is also, this question have two correct answers. Okay, bond angle also decreases. Okay, and acidic character not decreases, it increases. Okay, so ammonia is more basic, and as you can say that bismuth hydride will be more acidic. Okay, so correct option are B and C both. Okay, next question is the correct order of boiling point in the compound H. There are some compounds, that is H2O and HF and NH3. As you know that boiling point depends on the hydrogen bonding. Okay, and these all three compounds forming hydrogen bonding, this forming HO bond, this forming HF bond, and there is the NH bond. And we know that fluorine is the most electronegative atom, then oxygen, and then nitrogen. Okay, so order should be HF will be hydrogen bonding in HF will be more. Okay, should be more, then H2O, and then NH3. But here is the one HF. You can see that in HF there is only one HF, but what happened in H2O? In H2O there is the two hydrogen bonds. There are two molecule of OH. Okay, let's try to understand what I want to say that. Okay, let's see here once more. Just like HF, you can see that HF can bonded with another HF atom, only one another HF atom. But what about H2O? There will be one hydrogen, and this oxygen possesses two lone pair of electron, so it can link with this water, can link with two other hydrogens. Okay, this water molecule will link with two other water molecules. Okay, this is the hydrogen bond. As I mean, there will be two hydrogen bonds, that is, this water molecule connected with other two water molecule with two hydrogen bonds, and this HF connected with only one hydrogen bond. So H2O will be more stable than HF. Okay, so boiling point of H2O will be more than HF, and there is then NH3. Okay, so this order will be wrong and this order will be correct, only because of H2O form two hydrogen bonds and HF forms only one hydrogen bond. That is, this HF molecule link with only one other HF molecule, but this H2O molecule combine with two other H2O molecule with the help of the lone pair of electrons. So order will be this. So our correct option will be option B. Okay. Now the next question is XeF6 on partial hydrolysis gives a compound X which has a square pyramidal geometry. X is okay. Simply it asked, that is when XeF6 xenon hexafluoride undergoes hydrolysis gives another compound X which have a square pyramidal geometry. X. Just try to find out which compound have a square pyramidal geometry. Okay, then will be the correct answer. So go through the structures. We found that the correct option is C. As you can see that xenon, this xenon has 8 valence electron in their valence shell. Now there is one oxygen, that is xenon bonded by 2 oxygen atoms, and there is 4 fluorines. Okay, there is 4 fluorines and there is one lone pair of electrons. Now you can say that there is how many bonds pair? There are 4. This is 4 and this one. Total 5 bond pairs. And how many lone pairs there are? There are only one lone pair of electron. Now what is the total number of electrons? That is the 5 plus 1, that is the 6. Okay. Now 6 for the sp3d. Okay. sp3d2. This is for the 6, but here there is the it is for if there only 6 and there will be no lone pair of electron, then structure will be octahedral, but here one lone pair of electron and 5 bond pairs, so it is for the square planar symmetry. Okay, so our correct option will be XeO4. Okay, now you can see that there is XeO3. Xenon has 8 electron in their valence shell, and you can form the bond with oxygen, that is 1 oxygen. Oxygen form 2 double bonds, that is 3 oxygen. Okay, and there will be one lone pair of electron. Now here bond pair is 3 and lone pair is only 1. What will be the SN? SN will be bond pair plus lone pair. How many bonds there are? There are total 4. Okay, that means this indicate that there is the hybridization is sp3, and sp3 for the, since there are 3 bond pair and 1 lone pair, so their structure will be pyramidal. Okay, similarly they have different structure and they have different structure. Our correct option will be C. You can check, go through by calculating its hybridization. Okay, now next question is a colorless neutral paramagnetic oxide of nitrogen P on oxidation gives reddish brown gas, that is Q. Q on cooling gives colorless gas R. R on reaction with P gives blue solid S. Okay, now identify P, Q, RS respectively. We have to identify this. Okay, now you should remember that NO. Okay, there is NO. NO is the colorless neutral and paramagnetic gas. Okay, this is the nitrogen monoxide. So here talking about colorless neutral paramagnetic oxide of nitrogen, it is the nitrogen monoxide. Okay, now we can say that P is the NO. Okay, now on oxidation gives reddish brown gas. Okay, when we do oxidation of this NO gas, it will gives reddish brown gas, and reddish brown gas is the NO2 gas. Only NO2 gas is the reddish brown gas in color. Now we can say that Q is the NO2. Now it's again said that Q on cooling gives colorless gas R. That means if we cool down this NO2 gas, okay, this will gives it get dimerizes. It get dimerized after cooling and convert into N2O4, 2 molecule of NO2 forming N2O4. Okay, so this next will be this R gas will be N2O4. R on reaction with P gives blue solid S. If this reaction R on reaction with P, that means NO, when this N2O4 react with NO, it forms another gas known as N2 O3. Okay, blue solid. You can see that it is found as a blue solid. So next gas will be N2O3. These are the oxides of nitrogen. You have to memorize about them and their characteristics. Okay, NO is colorless neutral paramagnetic gas, NO2 is the reddish brown gas, and after cooling this NO2 gas, it dimerizes into N2O4, and when this N2O4 react with this NO gas, it will form N2O3. So our correct option will be C. Okay, now the next question is, which of the following does not represent property stated against it? Okay, let's see about it. That is CO2 plus, Fe2 plus, Mn2 plus ionic size. They are arranged according to their ionic size. It is the correct. Okay, now as you know that when we go down to the group, just like, but here is the cobalt, this is the cobalt, this is the iron, and this is the manganese. Okay, in periodic table there is the manganese, then after iron, and then after cobalt. As we move along the period from left to right, ionic size decreases. As you know that the trend of periodic table, ionic size will decrease. In periodic table, ionic size from left to right in a period, it decreases. So manganese has the largest size in iron, and iron has largest size the cobalt. Okay, as we move from manganese to cobalt, so this option is correct. B option is titanium, vanadium and manganese. Number of oxidation state. Yes, manganese has the highest oxidation state. It shows +7 oxidation state. After that vanadium, which shows +3 oxidation state, and after that titanium, it also shows +2 oxidation state. Okay, so this option is also correct. Now this is the next characteristic paramagnetic behavior. When you calculate, when you write the electronic configuration, then you will find that the iron has the more number of unpaired electron, then manganese, and then chromium. So more paramagnetic will be iron and least will be chromium, and it is also the correct option. Okay, now the option D, there is a scandium, chromium, iron. It is the order of density. It is clearly, you can see that density will not follow this order, because as we move from left to right, as atomic number increases, that means atomic mass also increases, and if atomic mass increases, that means density of element also increases. So if we moving from left to right, that is scandium, after that chromium, and after that iron, the density order will be iron, chromium, then scandium have very low density. Okay, so this will not show the correct property, so our correct answer will be D. Okay, this not follow the order. Next question is, which one of the following is correct for all elements from scandium to copper? Okay, the lowest oxidation state shown by +2. No, it's not. Scandium shows +1. Okay, scandium shows +1, not +1. What is the question actually? Which one of the following is correct for all elements from scandium to copper? As you know that these elements are of transition elements, and these transition elements show variable valency. They show +2, +3, +4, +5, and manganese even show +7. That means they not show a particular oxidation state, so this statement is wrong. Okay, now second statement is 4s orbital is completely filled in the ground state. No, it's not correct for, because as you know that chromium and copper are the exceptions. They have D5 and copper have D9 orbitals, so there will be 4s1 orbitals. They are not completely filled, so this statement is also wrong. Next statement is 3d orbital is not completely filled in the ground state. Okay, this statement is also wrong. 3d orbital is completely filled in the ground state. Okay, next is that the ions in +2 oxidation state are paramagnetic. It is not correct for all. So the which one of the following is correct for all? Okay, this is the correct statement. The ions of +2 oxidation state are paramagnetic. As when you calculate, you can see this. Okay, so our correct option will be D. Next question is, which of the soluble when the absolute temperature of ideal gas is double and pressure is half the volume of a gas. It asks when absolute temperature of ideal gas. As you know that formula of ideal gas, this is the PV is equals to nRT. Okay, it said that absolute temperature of ideal gas is double. When we double this temperature and make pressure this half and double the temperature, the volume of gas, it asked in what will be effect on the volume of gas. Okay, now from this equation you can see that there is the V. If you make this is the nRT divided by divided by P. Okay, in the second option said that if nR is same it is, now temperature is doubled. If temperature is make 2T and pressure and pressure become half, that is 1/2P, then what will be the effect on the volume of gas? Just equalize them or just divide them. Okay, now you can see that this 2 goes to the upside. Now it will become nR4T by P. When you divide them, you can see that nR cancel, temperature cancel with this temperature, pressure cancel with this pressure. Okay, now you can see the clearly, make me clear it is, there is the reaction, that is PV is equals to nRT. When you write like this, like nRT divided by P, this is equation 1. Okay, now when temperature is doubled and pressure make half, then this will be the equation 2. Now you can put the value of this V into this V. We can find that this 2 goes to the upper and it make the option like this, 4T and P. Now you can see that there is the second V. When we this, just suppose this is the V1 and this is the V2. Now we find the value of V2 is 2 nRT by P. 4. This is the 4, not 2. This is the 4 nRT by P. That means gas will become 4 times of original volume. Okay, this was the original volume. So correct option will be B. Next question is, the which of the following pairs has both the ions colored in aqueous solution? Atomic numbers are given. Okay, when you write electronic configuration, you will find that their electronic configuration, according to their electronic configuration, here the correct option will be option D. Magnesium and titanium ion will show colored solution because they have unpaired. When you write their electronic configuration, then you will find that magnesium and titanium have unpaired electron in it. They may have not unpaired electron, they maybe have paired electron. Okay, so this option will be correct. Just check yourself. Now the next question is, for the crystal field splitting in octahedral complex, which one is correct? Okay, as you know that in octahedral splitting, there is the 5 degenerate orbitals. Okay, this is the 5 degenerate orbitals. Degenerate, that means equal number of energy. When it gets splitted, their energy will get excited and they splitted in octahedral, they splitted in EG and T2G. That means T2G has lower energy, EG has higher energy. We can see that this is the barycenter. Above barycenter, there will be the value is 0.6 and here will be value 0.4 dq, or you can say that delta. Okay, you can see that energy of T2G is decreases by 0.4 and energy of EG increases by 0.6. Okay, you can set that it is this, when you calculate, this will be equal to 3/5 and this will be equal to the 2/5. Okay, these are the same thing. Okay, so according to this, our correct option will be B. Okay, the energy of the easy orbital will increase by 3.5 and that of T2G will decrease by 2/5. Okay, now the next question is peroxide effect is observed in peroxide effect is observed with the addition of HBr but not with addition of HI to unsymmetrical alkene, because here are some options are given. In these options, correct option is A. HI bond is stronger than HBr and is not cleaved by the free radical. Okay, this HBr in presence of peroxide effect cleaved by the free radicals, but HI bond is most stronger bond due to free radicals are not able to cleave this bond. Okay, next question is question number 34. The IUPAC name of this CONH3 whole 5 CO3 Cl. Okay, its correct option will be C. It is the pentamine carbonato cobaltate third chloride. Okay, third came from where? When we calculate their oxidation state. As you know that how to calculate oxidation state of this cobalt will be, just suppose this is the X, ammonia is the free molecule, so their oxidation state will be 0 here. Now this is the carbonate CO3, carbonate have 1 charge on it, and there is the Cl minus, carbonate have -2 charge on it, and there is the Cl have -1 charge on it. Okay, so here will be the value X -3. So what will be the value of X? This will be the 3. This is the oxidation state of cobalt in this compound. Okay, now you will write the name according to alphabetical orders. Okay, so correct option will be C, pentamine carbonato cobalt third chloride. Next question is let me check once more. Pentamine carbonato cobalt third chloride. Make it correct. This is not the option. Third option A is correct. Here you can see that here written that cobalt 8 in the last of atom will be add for when it present in the form of anion, but here cobalt is not anion, here cobalt is the cation, so we will not add the 8 here, simply it will be cobalt. So correct option will be A. If this sphere will be anionic sphere, then there we will write the cobalt 8. Okay, so make it correct. Correct option will be A. Okay, now the question number 35. Homoleptic complexes among the following are. Here it asking about the homoleptic complexes. Okay, what is the homoleptic complexes? What are the homoleptic complexes? These are those complexes which have only same number of ligands. Okay, only same number of ligands. You can see that in the option A there is the K3Al-C2O4 3 whole thrice. Okay, this is the three ligand of C2O4. In that option B you can see that there are two type of ligand, that is Cl2 and there is the En also. Okay, there are two ligands. And this option C you can see that there is only one kind of ligand, that is the hydroxide, which have 4 in the quantity. So in this homoleptic complexes will be A and C, because they have only same kind of ligands, and this option B have two different kind of ligands. Okay, so our correct option will be option C, A and C only. Now can you tell me that which kind of complexes is this also? This is also not homoleptic complexes, because it also have two type of ligand, that is NH3 and CO3. So it is not also homoleptic complexes. Okay, now question number 36 is that the correct order of wavelength of light absorbed in the complex ions. Just remember one thing, that stronger the ligand, greater will be, as you know that greater will be crystal field splitting, and lower will be wavelength. Lower will be its wavelength of light absorbed. Okay, that means if ligand is stronger, then wavelength will be lower. Now you can see that stronger the ligand, it is inversely proportional to the wavelength. Okay, just find out which one have the stronger ligand. You know that CN is the stronger ligand, then there is ammonia, and there is the chlorine. So what will be the order of wavelength? This is the order of strong ligand. Now what will be the order of wavelength? Order of wavelength will be Cl, then NH3, and then CN. This order will be followed in this complexes also. So this Cl containing complex absorb more wavelength. Okay, so it will be first, then ammonia ligand, it will be second, and it have most strongest ligand, so it will absorb very less amount of wavelength. So correct order will be option A, this one. Okay, this is the important questions. Now next question is, here given a reaction and asked the compound A, okay, major product of this compound. Here some options are given. Okay, now you can see that there is the in presence of UV light, bromine attack only the aliphatic chain. It will not react with the aromatic ring. Okay, so here will be it since this is the free radical mechanism. Okay, so it will form most stable radical, that is tertiary free radical is more stable than secondary and then primary. Here will be the chain present here. As you know that free radical mechanism also possible only on the aliphatic chain, not on the aromatic ring. So among this, where will be the most stable free radical is formed, product will be major. Okay, here will be the secondary free radical form, and here will be primary free radical form. So as you know that secondary free radical will be more stable than primary free radical, so bromine will add here. So our correct option will be B. Okay, now the next question is, bond enthalpy of A2, B2 and AB are in the ratio. If bond enthalpy of formation of AB is this, the bond enthalpy of B2. Okay, calculate it. Just given in the reaction, this is the A2 plus this is the B2 giving AB. First of all, balance the reaction. Now just multiply with half, then this reaction will be balanced. Okay, now put the ratio. A have the ratio 2, B have the ratio 1, and AB have the ratio 2 also. Just suppose to break the ratio, we added the x. Okay, just suppose this is 2x, this is 1x, and this have the value of 2x, actual value. Okay, now just calculate the value of x. As you know that there is the formula, bond enthalpy is equal to the bond enthalpy of formation is equals to the bond enthalpy of reactant minus bond enthalpy of product. Okay, just write about it. Bond enthalpy of formation is given that minus 100 kilojoule per mole. Just write here minus 100 kilojoule per mole. Now bond enthalpy of reactant will be bond enthalpy of reactant. These are the reactants, as you know. This will be half multiplied by this value, this is the 2x, plus second reactant, that is half into 1x. You can write here like x, minus bond enthalpy of product. Bond enthalpy of product is 2x. Now when you calculate this, you will find the value. 2 will be cancelled with this 2. Here will be value 3x by 2 minus 2x. Okay, when you calculate this equation, you will find the value of x. This will be equal to the 200 kilojoule. Okay, so our correct answer will be option C 200 kilojoule. Just solve this equation, you will find this value. Okay, now next question is the order of reactivity of the compounds, these compounds, this compound, this one and this one in SN2 reaction is. As you know that SN2 reactions have the order, it gave the priority for the reaction, that is our carbocation should be formed, intermediate carbocation should be formed, that is the primary, then it will prefer secondary, and then it will prefer tertiary. According to this rule, the correct option will be A. Okay, as you know that here you can see that there is the primary carbocation is formed, here you can see that secondary carbocation is formed. Okay, here you can see that tertiary carbocation is formed. Sorry, here also secondary carbocation is formed, but the group is the phenyl group, which is resonance stabilized, so this will be the more stabilized. After that there will be tertiary carbocation is formed, so correct option will be A. This will be the order for the SN2 reaction. Okay, it will prefer the primary carbocation, then secondary, and then tertiary. If there was SN1 reaction, then it will prefer tertiary, then secondary, and then primary. Okay, now the next question is the major product of the following reaction. This reaction HBr in excess, the product will be, okay, the product will be, if HBr taken in excess, first of all it will form CH2, there will be OH will be released from here, and there will attach it will attached by Br, this will Br and this will be CH2. Okay, one molecule of water is releases from here and Br attached here, but here written clearly that this is excess in amount, then this HBr will attack also here, so there is no any peroxide, so secondary carbocation will form more stable, here also carbocation is formed, but this is the secondary and this is the primary, so this will be the more stable carbocation, so our product will be CH2, you can say that CH2Br, this is CH2 no, this is CHBr, and this will be the Br. So our correct answer will be option first. Okay, now the next question is, here given some reactions and asking the product A gives white precipitate when treated with bromine water. Okay, now the product B is treated with barium peroxide to give product C. The compound C is heated strongly to the product D. Now it asks what is the product will be. Okay, here one step of reaction is given. Okay, this product is formed. When we do hydrolysis of this product, then new product will form. This is the phenol, and the second product will be formed. This will be the acetone. Okay, now he gives some hint, that is the product A gives white precipitate when treated with bromine water. It is the phenol. Okay, it is the phenol which gives white precipitate with bromine water. Okay, so second is that the product B is treated with barium hydroxide to give product C. Now when we treated with this product B with barium hydroxide, it will undergoes to the aldol condensation process, and it will form the aldol condensation product, that is this product will be formed like CH. Okay, and C double bond O CH3, this will be the aldol product. Here will be 2 molecule of acetone will be taken, and when treated with hydroxide, that is in presence of alkali or base, it will form the aldol product. On hydrolysis of this product, on heating this product, 1 molecule of water releases from here, and the final product is formed will be the CH3, C double bond CH, C double bond O CH3. Okay, this will be the CH3. The final product is this will be formed. Okay, now this is the product D. Now you can see its name will be 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, the correct option will be, its name will be naming the this have the lowest priority, so numbering start from here 1 2 3 4 and 5. Here its name will be 4 methyl 5 carbon chain, then it will be pent, and there will be 3. As you know, there is that at 3 position there is the double bond, so we write here 3, and there is at 2 position there is the ketone group, that is it will be written as on. So our correct option will be option A, 4 methyl pent 3 into on. Okay, now the next question is, for the reaction, this reaction, the equilibrium constant cannot be disturbed by the, okay, this will be the correct answer will be increasing the pressure. Why? There is, you can see that number of moles in the equation are equal. It have also 2 number of moles, is have also 2 number of mole, 1 mole of this and 1 mole of this reactant, and 1 mole of this product, 1 mole of this product. Yeah, as you can see that there is total 2 number of moles, here also 2 number of moles. When one number of moles equal, then there is no effect of the pressure. Okay, now increasing temperature, as you know that this is the exothermic process. If we increase the temperature, the reaction will shifted backward. Okay, when we increasing the concentration of A, then reaction will shifted toward the forward reaction. If we added D, then if concentration of D increases, then reaction shifted toward the backward reaction. Okay, that means if we increase the pressure, there will be no effect on this reaction because number of moles are equal. Okay, next question is, an organic compound X on treatment with PCC in dichromomethane. Once more, an organic compound X on treatment with PCC. PCC is the pyridinium chlorochromate, actually its name, in dichromomethane gives compound Y. Compound Y react with iodine and alkali, that is iodoform reaction. It indicate about from yellow precipitate of triiodomethane. Then the compound is, which will be the compound. Okay, now if it says that an organic compound X, okay, on treatment with PCC in dichloromethane gives compound Y. Okay, compound Y react with iodine and alkali to form yellow precipitate of triiodomethane. The compound X is, only those compound gives this iodoform test which have this group or which have this group. Okay, this will, okay, this will be terminal hydroxide. This reaction is given by only iodine and alkali. This is iodoform test given by only these 2 kind of component. Okay, now here as you can say that organic compound X treatment with PCC, it may be alcohol in dichloromethane gives compound Y. Okay, only alcohol undergoes on the PCC because it will give acetyl group. This X will give any compound Y which have this or this group in it. Okay, because it undergoes through the iodoform reaction and it will be the it will possess acetyl group. Okay, because this organic compound X on PCC treatment, PCC perform the oxidation. Okay, on any compound treatment with PCC, it perform the reaction, that is the oxidation, and oxidation of this alcohol will give acetone. Okay, this is possible only by the alcohol. Alcohol only undergoes the oxidation in presence of PCC. Okay, that means our X will be alcohol. That will be correct option is the C, because it undergoes oxidation and gives the compound. This will be the acetone, and this acetone undergoes through the iodoform reaction, and any other reaction like CH3CHO or CH3COH will not react with this iodine and alkali because they do not possess this group like. Okay, so our correct option will be C. Now the next question is, a compound AC7H8O is insoluble in sodium bicarbonate solution but dissolve in sodium hydroxide and gives a characteristic color with neutral ferric chloride solution. When treated with bromine water, compound A forms the compound B with the formula like this. A is, okay, here asked what about the A. Now it have the correct answer is the B. Okay, because this compound is insoluble in sodium bicarbonate but dissolve in sodium hydroxide. Okay, and gives characteristic color with neutral ferric chloride. With neutral ferric chloride, characteristic color given by the phenolic group. Okay, first thing is clear that it have contained phenolic group. Now the second thing is that when A is treated with compound B, that means when it treated with when A, that is phenol, treated with any compound B having formula this, it formed the precipitate like this, and this is very close to the have molecular formula. This is very close to this cresol. It is known as cresol. Okay, our correct option will be B. Next question is in set of reactions identify D. Okay, when this CH3COOH react with SOCl2, it will form CH3COCl, oil chloride. Okay, you can say that it is the methanol chloride. When this methanol chloride react with this benzene anhydrous AlCl3, you can say that it undergoes Friedel-Crafts acylation. Okay, you know that what happened in Friedel-Crafts acylation, there will be this group added on the benzene ring. Okay, after this, when it treated with HCN, it will form cyanohydrin. It will form cyanohydrin like this. It will OH goes here and CN attached here. This will the OH and here will be the CN and here will be the CS3. Okay, this is called the cyanohydrin. And when there is the when this cyanohydrin treated with this water, that means this cyanohydrin when undergoes hydrolysis, it form this compound like this. After hydrolysis, it will get converted into CO group. Okay, it will be COOH. Only one H there will be. I had already written one H. Okay, H. Let me make it clear that this CN oxidized and form COOH group, and this will be the CS3 group, and this will be the product. So our correct option will be D. Okay, now next question is the 46. Here given some Ka value, that is Ka value for acids like H2SO3, HNO2, CH3COH and HCN are respectively. Some Ka values are given. Which of above acids produces a stronger conjugate base in aqueous solution? As you know that any compound having any acid having Ka value more, it will be a stronger acid. Okay, and you also know that stronger acids make weak conjugate base. That means the acid which will be strong will make weak conjugate base. Here we asked which will produce stronger conjugate base. That means which have Ka value lower, that means it will be weak acid and it will form a strong conjugate base. Okay, it will form a strong conjugate base. Simple. So among all these, this one have 4 into this Ka value, that is 4 into 10 to the power minus 10, have the lowest value of Ka among all other. Okay, so Ka, this is value for the SCN. Okay, this is for SCN. So SCN will be the weak acid which produces a strong conjugate base. So our correct option will be D. Next question is, there are ABC given which react with these reactants and forming acetaldehyde. Here asked simply which are these substances are. Okay, our correct option will be C, ethyne, ethanol and ethane nitrile. Okay, that means ethyne, here will be CH triple bond CH, it will also reacting with this producing acetaldehyde. Okay, ethanol, that is C2H5OH, this is also produces after reacting with PCC, it get oxidized and produces acetaldehyde, that is CH3CHO. Okay, now the next is the ethane nitrile. Okay, C2H5CN, it produces acetaldehyde also. Okay, our correct option will be 47. Next is the reagent which can do the conversion of acetic acid into this alcohol, that is ethanol, which will be the correct option is a lithium aluminum hydride. It is the strong reducing agent. Okay, it reduces this carboxylic acid into this alcohol. Okay, other are not more powerful reducing agents, this is the more powerful reducing agent. Next is 49. This is the reaction, some reactions are given and this A and this C are asked what these are. Okay, so let's do the reaction, what will be the answer. Okay, now you can see that in this question there is given CH3CHO. Just write about CH3CHO. When it treated with Grignard reagent, okay, it will form compound like this, CH3C, CH3, and this will be OH, that is CH. As you know that this CH3 will attach with this and this OMG are attached here, and when we do just think like that, this CH3C O and this is H, when it react with CH3 MgBr, this MgBr just attached with this oxygen and this CH3 attached with here like this CH3 COMgBr, and this will be the CH3. When we do hydrolysis second step, it will form this product. Okay, this here will be the H and here will be the OH. Okay, MgBrOH will removed from here and there will be secondary alcohol we will find here. Okay, now when this secondary alcohol treated with concentrated sulfuric acid, it will undergoes hydrolysis, that is one molecule of water removed from here, that is CH3, just write CH2 and one H here, this water molecule are releases and it form alkene, that is CH double bond CH2. Now when this alkene undergoes this hydroboration reaction in presence of peroxide, then there will be the formation of product take place, and this product, since this is the hydroboration reaction, that means there is the presence of peroxide bond, so here will be primary alcohol is formed like this, CH3 CH CH2OH, this will the major product. This product also will be formed, that is secondary alcohol is also formed, CH3. Okay, but this is the major product, A will be the major product. Okay, now because there is the hydroboration reaction take place, that is it include the peroxide. Now in the question asked what the A and C are. Okay, this is the A and this is the A, sorry, this is the product A here, this is the last product C, and this is the first product A. Here it is the secondary alcohol and this is the primary alcohol, so you can say that they are the position isomers. Okay, now next question, which of the following is not true for the oxidation? Here are some options are given. There is the correct option is D, removal of electronegative element. Okay, this is not the property of oxidation. Now question number 51, which is the most suitable reagent for the following conversion? Okay, here they given some oxygen ketone group and here also the double bond. Okay, here also the double bond, so asked which will be the suitable conversion. So here will be given correct option will be C, iodine and NaOH, which is also known as iodoform solution. with subsequent acidification, because when Tollens reagent, benzoyl peroxide or these are reacted with them, then first of all Tollens reagent will not react with ketone group. Okay, there are benzoyl peroxide and SNOH, they will also do not change this ketonic group. Okay, now the next question is C6H5CH2Cl when treated with alcoholic ammonia it produces product A, and then it treated with this reagent and it produces product B. Now it is asked what is the product B. Okay, let's solve this. What happened with it? This is simply given the structure. This will CH2 and Cl. When we treating with this alcoholic ammonia, then this Cl will removed and NH2 group will be placed like this. This will be the compound. Sorry, there is also CH2, so here will be NH2 group. Okay, now here 2 molecule of CH3Cl is added, that means this hydrogen will be removed by Cl, that means 2 HCl removed, and the final product will be CH2 N, and this one CH3 and this one CH3, that means NN dimethyl phenyl methenamine. Okay, this will be the name of product. Correct option will be A. Now next question, the method by which aniline cannot be prepared. Okay, the correct option is D, potassium salt of phthalimide treated with chlorobenzene followed by the hydrolysis with aqueous NaOH solution. Okay, next question is permanent hardness cannot be removed by. Our correct option is the C, Clark method is not used for the removal of permanent hardness of water. Next question 55, a hydrocarbon that is C4H8 on reaction with HCl gives a compound this, which on reaction with 1 mole of ammonia gives compound, okay, this. On reacting with NaNO2 and HCl followed by treatment with water, compound C yields an optically active compound D. The D is, in this question asked what is the compound D. Okay, simply just perform what is said. If we this is the compound C4H10 H8 when it treated with HCl. Okay, now it will give the compound, other compound B, that is the C4H9Cl. this is the compound A. Now when it react with ammonia, it give the next compound, that is C4H10N. okay, this is the compound C. Now asked what is the product will be D. When NaNO2 and with HCl, when it will be treated with HCl. Okay, now you can see that there is only C4H8. there is the number of carbon atom is same as A in the final product. Okay, you can see that here is also number of carbon is same, here also, in all compounds number of carbon is same. That means this compound will be aliphatic, not aromatic. So just write about it. When we write about it, we found that this kind of compound CH3 1 2 3 4 carbon, 3 4 5 and 3 8 hydrogen. Okay, now we get the compound A. Simply from these things we know that there is number of carbon is not changed, that means it will be aliphatic compound. Okay, simply now you can solve it. When you treat with this compound with HCl, there will be addition of HCl and this will converted into CH2, this will be CH, and this will be the compound B. Okay, now when you treat with ammonia, it will get converted into CH3, CH2, CH, and this is CH3. Here simply NH2 will be added, and when you treated with this compound Na2HCl, it will form the compound that is alcohol. This NH2 will be removed, that there will be product will be CH3, CH2, CH, here will be OH, and here will be the CH3. Okay, now our correct option will be the option B. Okay, Next question. RNA and DNA are identical molecule. Their chirality is due to the presence of, okay, it will be due to the presence of, our correct option will be A, D sugar component, okay, D sugar component. Next question is, the property of alkaline earth metals that increases with their atomic number is, it will be the simply solubility of their hydroxide in water, okay. In alkaline earth metals, as their atomic number increases, alkaline earth metals, as we move from beryllium to barium, okay, ionization enthalpy increases, no, ionization enthalpy decreases from top to bottom. Electronegativity also decreases. Solubility of their sulfate of water, it increases actually. Their hydroxide solubility will be decreases only, okay. Correct option will be C. Next question. Primary structure in a nucleic acid chain contains bases like this. The chain which is complementary to this chain will be, for this it will be correct answer will be C. It is CTACZ, okay. Next is the reduction of second group acid radical. The salt containing chloride is treated with concentrated sulfuric acid. The colorless gas is liberated. The name of the gas, it is the hydrogen chloride gas. It is the colorless gas. Question number 60. The number of 6-membered and 5-membered ring in Buckminster fullerene, which is known as C60, respectively is, the correct option is A. It have 20 and 12.